Hey guys, you're probably like, why are we angled like this? You might see, but we put a mattress in my room because I rearranged my room. I, for those who don't know, um, um, I basically grew up like when I was really little. I slept with my parents because I if they put me down when I was a baby, I would throw up and get really sick and stuff. So they were constantly holding me and stuff. So for a while, I kind of just got used to that. And then it kind of just led to where, for a pretty good amount of life, I, I just slept with them. Like, I liked it, I was used to it. Well, then, a like then eventually my sister moved in with us, and because of that reasoning, and then because we had to have like our classroom, and then like my sister and Bella's sister needed a room, and then so what happened was we put like a twin size bed in the room with my parents, and that was where I slept. That way they could kind of get me to like being in the room, but also like not in bed with them. Then what happened was that eventually my sister moved down and stuff, and then this became my room, which was their room. And at the time, it was bright orange because what happened was that they were planning to like paint the room and get fixed up for my sister and stuff, and they letted me pick out the color for some reason, and I chose like the very, very, very bright orange. But it turned out really good. Like, it was definitely a bright orange and, like, not the greatest, but definitely pretty good. Then, then it came down to where, this became my room, and they tried getting me to sleep in it, and for a really long time, what would happen is that I would sleep in here for a while until like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I could go in there with my parents, but and my dad would sit in here with me until I fell asleep. And stuff. So then eventually it got to where like I feel like that happened for a while, and then it got to where I started like falling asleep in the chair. So we had like these reclining chairs. We have different ones now, and I would fall asleep in one, or that would kind of be like I would kind of fall asleep in it and stuff, and then I would come back here. But sometimes that didn't happen. Sometimes I would go in there. Like, we went through a lot of process of different sleeping situations, and finally we moved in with my sister, and then I kind of got used to where I got to where I could kind of sleep in my bed, but like I had like my own room. It was small. Um, I like this room more. I feel like this room is about the same size, maybe a little bigger, or it's hard to tell because with my room it was that I had this giant chest in there that I didn't really like to like it. We called it like grandma like it was a very important chest to us because my dad's mom, like 1 year for like her birthday or for something, and because she worked at like a school or something, I forget what the story fully is, but a bunch of moms made her this chest, and we have it now. And then, yeah, like that happened. And so, like, and that took up, like, I want to say at least a quarter, if not, I want to say, like, almost half the room. Like, that took up a lot of space. Plus, I had, like, the mini fridge in there, which was for my parents. But, and the reason that stuff was in my room was we didn't have anywhere else to put it. Because in my parents' room, they had, like, their bed, which was a queen size. And then, like, 2 reclining chairs, a lamp, a little, like, table, and then a giant, like, TV stand. And, like, a TV and stuff. So in my room, I had, like, my cubby shelves and a bunch of things. But when we moved back down here, I kind of ended up sleeping in my parents' room for a little bit. At first, I slept on a blow-up mattress with my dad. Because at first, we didn't have anything situated. I didn't have a bed at the time. Like the reason that I didn't have a bed was because when we moved in with my sister, because Bella's sister pretty much had the same exact bed as me. Like pretty much the same exact bed. But since Bella's sister was getting my sister's old like big bed so they gave us her old bed because my sister was getting a new one. That way we wouldn't have to bring my bed up there, and we got rid of mine. So I didn't really have a bed. And then that kind of lasted a little while, and then we started like getting situated, and then we got like a very cheap little like blow up mattress, and that was like twin size, so I could have something for a little while, and then that way I could kind of get used to sleeping in my parents' bedroom, but like I could get used to like sleeping in my own bed though. And then we put basically then we had like a mattress. Eventually what happened was that we decided that we had this like king size bed that was huge, and since the mattress is entirely like a foam like mattress thing, so it's easy to like cut and stuff. So he cut it in half, and then we put like that way it could be like 2 like twin size beds for when like if Bella came or something. Well, then we put it in my room, and then it kind of got to where we were planning out my room a little bit more. Or in this, I will be giving you a room tour because of the fact that all that's left to do in my room is like 2 things, which is that actually tomorrow I'm gonna take down all of like my pictures and stuff, and then that because really soon we are coming in and painting in here, and that I will give you kind of an in-product room tour, but also one like today. And then the other thing is, well, then we'll put everything back. But also I printed out on some sticker paper or a couple different like designs and stuff, and I'm gonna put them in here as like wall stickers and stuff just to make it stand out a little bit. So yeah. And then we'll be done with the room, like, and also we do have to hang up the one little like shelf thing, but that, again, isn't even a big deal. For the most part, my room is done. And, well, we put in this mattress, and I really liked it. It was comfortable, but then, and I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about it, and then I went like, well, I kind of want more space, because my thing with my room was that I really wanted a lot of space in it, like a lot of space with nothing, like on the floor or anything, because I am a dancer and I do have dance a lot, but at the time it was more like, I would sometimes train and stuff, but I wasn't doing any like studios or anything. And then we took out the mattress and I put in this like Jojo tent, which in a way wasn't a waste of money, but also was. Like, it's not nothing up against the tent. Like, Jojo is awesome, and that's actually a really, like, if you want like a Jojo tent, like, yes. And I really liked it. It wasn't bad quality or anything. And the part that was kind of a waste was that I ended up having it for a little bit and then switching from it to just a Jojo sleeping bag. But I feel like I could have used that money on something else. And the reason I made the switch to just the sleeping bag was, even though that did like save a lot of space, it still wasn't as much as I wanted. So finally I switched to a Jojo sleeping bag, and I would put it on top of my dance mat, and like I would put it on top of my dance mat with like my body pillow and which is also Jojo, and my Jojo throw pillow, like, and it was nice and like, like it was pretty comfortable, but my dad literally kept complaining. And like, even when we had the Jojo tent, which went to a little girl, he kept complaining like there's no mattress in there, that probably isn't comfortable, like basically just complaining about not having a mattress. And then what ended up happening was finally, I've been doing those Zoom classes, and I do all of them out there in the living room, but on Mondays. And so we finally decided, and like yesterday they were talking more about, like, my sister and everyone was having a conversation about how I need to be more independent and learn more about that. And a lot, I did here's the thing. A lot of it, what kind of, the stuff that sometimes I almost wish I could say, but I know I can't. And it's not like me wanting to, I feel like sometimes when something happens, that person should own up to it, but sometimes I'm not getting into it. Pretty much, don't worry, to any of my family that's watching, don't worry, I'm not saying anything of that. And they know what I'm talking about. You guys, like the rest of you who don't really know me, don't know it, and you're probably never gonna know it. Actually, you'll never know it, 'cause I'll get in trouble for saying it. But a bunch of stuff happened, and then kinda today it was brought to me a little more about some other stuff. And so at this point, I need to learn, as sad as it is, at this point, I really need to learn to be more independent, partly because my mom's probably not going to be around much longer. She's probably not even going to make it 5 years. So, at this point, like, that is kind of a sad thing. And nothing really new that she does struggle with like getting around and stuff. And then yeah, so at this point, it is what it is. We did talk a little bit about like going to the Autism Society once COVID kind of stops. And for me, it is a thing, and so what we decided on was something big that is kind of an issue. And for a while, I didn't know like that my sister ever brought it up. This I'm allowed to talk about, or my niece. But I found out like today or something that my sister and my niece sometimes bring it up, like how I don't sleep in my own room. Yes, right now I do sleep with my dad. I'm sorry to like say it like that sounds bad, and it's kind of the habit that was something that we're fixing, but also I feel like it was more, I don't really know. And at one point we didn't really try to stop it, because at one point it was more focused on recovering from spine surgery. But now that's something that was over a year ago, so now it's time to learn more. And so my dad's idea was for me to like try like sleeping in like, we have another like mattress thing in their room that was gonna be for my mom, and both me and my dad both agree we don't understand why. We don't understand why or anything. It's even in there, because we know that my mom can't sleep in it, considering she can't lay down for very long. Like she has to be like sitting up and stuff. And we had a chair in there, like a really nice reclining chair that she could like adjust the head thing and all of this. And then at one point, she didn't really like that chair as much as what my dad tried it. It's a nice chair, it just doesn't, it's not the best for like sleeping in. And so at one point, my dad made like the side table thing and put that as his chair, and put his chair in there for my mom, because she's used to sleeping in that type of chair. And that worked for a really long time. We did that for like, I want to say like 4 or 5 nights. And then all of a sudden, my mom randomly the one night decided she wanted the mattress in there, because she wanted more like a bed. And we're like, we know this isn't gonna work. And she hasn't slept in there since. But anytime we bring it up to her, she's like, yeah, I want to sleep in there. And then we're like, okay, then you can. And she's like, but then she doesn't sleep in there because of the bed. Because it's not a chair where she can sit up. But anyways, he had the idea of me like working on just sleeping on that and then work my way in here. But I decided, and since I do better when I'm the type that either I want to be in my own room where I can like turn on the lights and do what I need to do, or like I don't work where I can just like try like sleeping in a different bed, but in like a room with like someone where the lights and stuff are off. Now when Bella comes down, it's a different story. Bella and me both love having the lights on and stuff. Like we sleep very much similar. So we did some work on the room. We put a mattress in, and it works out because I still have a lot of space for Monday classes. Then we switched out some lights because I had some like blue Christmas lights in here, and they're really pretty, and I like them, but I switched them for some rainbow ones because the situationing of that. When I was little, I want to say around age 7, and my parents decided to show me the movie Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, and then I got terrified of it. So one day we tried watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and they're basically the same movie. So at this point, both movies are traumatizing to where I can't even think about them. Like, they're generally traumatizing, and in that since then I haven't been able to deal with like dark blue or like a dark purple or really any form of like purple at night. And so so we switched them out for some rainbow ones that I love, and now a little room tour. Okay, so there is the door, nothing new, but then right there is my vanity. Over there is that thing I'm trying to show you, but the thing's gonna die. There's my bed. And then we got that up there. And then over there. I'm gonna kind of sit you down and explain more like, because you guys are gonna die soon. So, we moved my vanity over there. Or there, and now it's all nice. Inside of one of the drawers, I do have a little like Easter egg that has a couple little like dog treats in it for Sam. Kind of a secret stash. Because my dog Sam will be in here with me. That was my one condition. And that way, whenever he's good boy, and I just like spoiling him. Like, I love spoiling him. I love like playing with him. So that way, whenever he's like good boy or something, or just needs a treat to calm down, because he's that type of way where he needs like treats to like calm down sometimes. I can just like give him one. We got some that clean his teeth and just some that don't. Then nothing's really new with my vanity other than that. And that we moved it then right here next to right here is my computer on top of this thing with the charger. And then next to it is a thing that had my songwriting notebook, a computer mouse, and a list of like goals and stuff that I've been meaning to hang up, but I decided not to because I'm going to be taking it down soon so we can paint. So it's a nice little setup. Then we got my TV up there, and then over here, nothing really changed in my cubby shelf other than that shelf, which is kind of the movie shelf. It has my DVD player, and then I have a ton of movies on it. I have let me check what this is called. Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeaky Clean or something. And it's an Alvin and the Chipmunk movie. Love that. And then we got Get Your Swagger. Alvin and the Chipmunks. This one is Alvin. It's just Alvin and Alvin and the Chipmunks. And so yeah, I have these two movies, which I love, and then I'm gonna actually take my time to show you each individual movie. We have Barbie and the Pop Star. This one has a story behind it. So what happened was when I was really, really little, we were at a Harris Teeter, which is like a grocery store, and we ended up, they had like a little red box there, and we saw that they had Barbie and the Pop Star, and my mom was like, oh, we'll rent it, you know. Then, so we rented the movie, and then what happened was, we went everywhere, like we were trying to find the movie, because every red box that we could find didn't have it. So finally we went to a like Blockbuster, and they had it there, and we asked if we could rent it, you know. So we rented it for a few days, and then we like basically went back and returned it, and I loved the movie so much that I think it was either Easter or like for some holiday my parents got it for me. So that had kind of a story. Then we have this one, which is Barbie Starlight Adventures. Now this, I remember my parents getting this for me, but it's been so long since I've seen it, so I have no clue what that movie is about. Then we got Sage. I love Sage. Sage is, actually let me, like, twist them a little so I can kind of see. I just love Sage. It's an American Girl doll. Then we got Grace. I love Grace. Then we got this set, which is the, Holiday Deluxe, Charlie Brown movies, or as I like to call them, Snoopy. We have the Thanksgiving one, the Halloween one, and the Christmas one, just because I love these. And then we got the Valentine's Day like Charlie Brown, because I love Snoopy and like Charlie Brown. And then last but not least, we got the Peanuts movie. But we got a bunch of movies because I might add on to it, I don't know. But for now, it's a variety. I tried not to do too many because of the fact that, like, I do have a Fire Stick, so, which had Disney Plus, YouTube, Hulu on it, and it also has, like, Amazon Prime. Like, it has a lot of stuff on it, so I kind of don't even need these, but it's cool. It's cool. Then, that's kind of the only thing that really changed. Here, that, and up there, I have a little tray with all of, like, my TV remotes. Because we have one for the Fire Stick, one to turn the TV on and off, and one for the DVD player. Oh, and if you're wondering where my Echo is, it's over there on those shelves. You can kind of see it up there, not. And then we got my bed, which is super comfortable. Sam loves it. It's not like, it's a very simple bed. We got like a mat, it's literally a mattress with a, like, we have like, it's not a sheet, but it's like a sheet liner or something. You know, like, it's a thing that you put on top of the mattress as like a sheet, but it's not really a sheet. Like, yeah, we have that. I'm pretty sure it's like a sheet. let me think of what it's called. I'm trying to figure it out. Like a sheet thingy. I forget what it's called. Then sheet liner or something. Then we have my Jojo Blanket that says Dream Huge on it, and even though it is kind of thin, I really do like it. And then we have my Jojo body pillow and a Jojo throw pillow, so I can sleep pretty comfortable. I love this mattress because of how comfortable it is. And yeah, that's about it. Like, over there, my ballet bar, which right now has my two-piece dance outfit because I have dance later on. And then we have the dance hammock and my mat. But other than that, like, my room's pretty simple for right now. I feel like the big change is gonna be like the big change is gonna be the paint, and also like the wall stickers are gonna make it look even better. And you're probably like, I thought you didn't want like a mattress in here. Yes, but my parents keep like bringing it up, kind of, or my dad does. So peace.